Hi guys, I wanted to sit down and talk about Gimme Shelter. I saw this movie a couple months ago, maybe March, maybe in April. I'm not sure. And yeah, it's sort of new, so I figured I'll sit down and watch it and comment on it. So honestly, the only reason I even watched it was because of Rosario Dawson because I like her movies. Last time I saw her, it was in Trance with James McAvoy, and I really liked her there. So I figured I'd sit down and watch this movie, and maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. And it was pretty, it was pretty mediocre. Honestly, I can't even say anything bad about the story because it's based on a true story. So it's not like I can judge them for it, but it was not that well made, I suppose, and it just wasn't original. And just because it's a true story doesn't mean that you have to make it into a movie. And this one, I don't think it was nothing new. It was nothing that we hadn't seen. It was emotional. I got emotional, but it wasn't because of the characters. I was not attached to the characters at all. It was just an emotional situation. Basically, it's about Vanessa Hudgens, who is a teenager. I think she's 16 in the movie, and she gets pregnant. Her mom kicks her out, and she leaves. Her mom is a drug addict, and it's pretty clear that she's had a very rough life in shelters and orphanages and all sorts of places. And she goes to look for her father, who is played by Brendan Fraser, and he looks awful. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know it's been a few years and everything, but oh my God, I saw they were showing The Mummy the other day on TV, and Jesus, there's a difference right there. And he was not that good in the movie either. So she goes to look for him, and he has a new family. He's doing really well, and she just wants some money, and he doesn't even know that she really is coming for him or anything. And it goes on from there, and she doesn't really fit in with his family, so she leaves, and she finds a shelter for pregnant teenagers. She stays there, but she doesn't have the consent of her mother because she's under 18. She needs a paper for her mother to sign, and her mother just refuses, and it goes off from there. And it was emotional. I get that, but it was not that well executed. Rosario Dawson was great. She looked like a meth addict. She looked the part and she played the part. So she was really the only good part of it. And then Vanessa Hudgens, I read online a bunch of reviews of people saying, "Oh, she's great in this movie. She's really showing what a talented actress she is, and this is much more serious than Spring Breakers or Disney." And she wasn't that good. She was not that good. Actually, she made me uncomfortable a few times. The thing is, I'm not a fan of actors who think that just because they lost or gained weight or just changed their appearance, the job is made. I feel like a lot of actors do that, and a lot of actors don't. A lot just use it, like Matthew McConaughey, for example. He certainly deserved an Oscar, and it wasn't because of the weight loss. Or Christian Bale, and when he lost all those pounds for the what was it, the machinist. He did a good job. This not because of the weight loss. The job wasn't done when he lost it. Or Charlize Theron in Monster. She gained all that weight, and there was a great performance behind it. Here, Vanessa Hudgens, I feel like just cut off her hair, put on some fake piercings and tattoos, and was like, "I'm done. I look the part, right? I look like a homeless kid, and that's it." So I really was not a fan of her performance and of this movie. At the end, I sort of cared what was gonna happen, but in the end, I didn't care what was gonna happen, honestly, because I wasn't attached to these characters. I didn't feel like they were real people, and I didn't care. And I feel like it could have been made much better. And really, my main issue with this movie is its existence, because I understand that it's a true story and it's moving, and I don't want to judge them for it, but just because it's a true story doesn't mean that it should be made into a movie. We've seen this a million times, and it's nothing new. Honestly, it's a similar situation to Push. What was the movie called? Precious, and you know, Precious was much better. So there you go. Um, So yeah, Gimme Shelter. I would not recommend this movie. I guess if you want, I don't know, a Vanessa Hudgens movie, or if you just like the actors, or if you want to see Brendan Fraser and how old he got, or if you like an emotional story, I understand that, but don't expect a lot from it, honestly. So yeah, Gimme Shelter was pretty mediocre, and I would not recommend it.